Yo, salutations, whatever, upon all points, dig it. Uh, so, Puscifer just had that new video where it's, Billy riding in the desert, okay? Now, I just made a video the other day called Puscifer's Eggs. That's before this fucking video came out. It was because of the Maynard's thing about the ducks laying eggs that made me think of, like, Mary Magdalene and all that stuff, and how like Puscifer is the goddess. So I was like, well, it's clearly tying that part of the Christ story in, because Puscifer is feminine. Not, we're not going to talk. Who gives a shit about the crucifixion? We're past that. We got eggs to worry about. Well, in the video, which, whatever, they're fucking meat Myers, and these motherfuckers are on another fucking level, dude. Because I seen a couple. I swear I thought I saw something where Puscifer was gonna fly over the ground, descend from the sky, and like she could have laid eggs, but I don't know if that's gonna be in another video or not. I've seen it in my head, so I'm gonna call it, because I've seen some of the other fucking things. I don't know how the fuck you guys are doing this. Loves it, but it blew my fucking mind. They did shit I did not see coming. And here's what's got me making this video. Is that, okay, on the first Puscifer album, it says, "No secrets here, lay off the acid, dickhead," inside the cover. How did Trav find this? Well, he might have been tripping one time, looking through the covers to see if there was anything to find in the fire. There just happened to be a nice little joke and some fucking number shit for him to play with for a little bit. But the Puscifer, the way it's written on that album, has like these blocks in the lettering. I have I'm moving, so my papers are just everywhere. But so like the blocks have dots and lines, like if you held a pen. It's printed that way. Whatever. If you would remove some of the lines and just have the dots and the lines, they're musical notes, I think. I used to read music. It was a long time ago when I played the saxophone, and I kind of forgot how to read music. I only learned a couple songs, so I didn't actually know how to read music. I had memorized songs on a musical board. So in my head, I saw Puscifer written as a song. Now in this new video, he's talking about, like in the movie with the Mountain of the Tits, which, speaking of mountain, I just drew this at the Cosm meeting the other day. This is like the collective consciousness as mountain. This is the world as mountain. The majority of humanity lives within the mountain, and we got our guys down there chilling, drinking wine in the dark, and behind them, that orange, are mirrors that reflect the sunlight. God damn it, Blanket, I'm so sorry, you guys. That reflect the sunlight. Oh, you don't know where it was. Up here, right? So the sunlight is reflected. Oh, I have it written right there. The sunlight is reflected. I was probably going to try to say something about it last night, but I wasn't sure if the video could hear. They could hear me. Anyway, middle pillar goes up, but you can't walk the middle pillar. It's too steep, too crazy. So there's these paths that I have as tracks, railroad tracks, just because it's the easiest way for me to get the idea of a path across. And then we were like 20 minutes to Art Church, or 40. I don't know. Time flies. A couple songs. So lights reflecting from these different mirrors. In these different mirrors, these guys, you can see, are worshiping and setting up altars and stuff around the mirrors, right? Because the light is there. So it's like parts of the cave that are the brightest. But outside the cave, or at the top of the cave here, where is it? You can see the ladder comes up. So like this light's shining down to this, which shines over. There's a central core that's a tetrahedron that's upside down. So it's like the vision crystal, but not a hexagram. So it catches the light and shoots it everywhere. So the cave has illumination from within. You're not leaving the cave because you can't see necessarily. It's just there is a path that is leading to the actual light and not a receptacle of the reflections of the light that these people sit, and party in. It's no. What I'm setting that up is because at the top, cave mouth here opens up. This cat comes out, and there's like somebody there waiting for him. He's like, "Oh my God, you got." Finally sees the sky for the first time, like Trinity in the Matrix. And then at the end, I was getting. He played Jimi Hendrix, chopped down mountain with the edge of my hand. So that's where the hands came from. It's like a receiving and giving hand, like twisted. Uh, Actually, it looks like it has my bracelet, but it wasn't what I was thinking. I was trying to make it twisty, but anyway. So it's like anyway, the hand's more theoretical than I think. I was getting to like the water within the cave and like a well because somebody else was talking about a well. So I was building a well, and that would represent like the middle pillar of the water flow and stuff. And that led me to the idea of where the water comes out from the mountain. So like there's waters. So not only is the reason you leave the cave to see the light, it's so that your journey thus continues to another land. Like the whole world is just the beginning of preparing people for an adventure that takes them to a place that they haven't even been able to prepare for, like into the water. Like each stage goes to another. And that's why you set up camp inside the cave, you set up camp on top of the mountain, and you build machines or abilities. You build your way to have travel beyond that. But the idea is that you master each along the way. And this goes back into with what I've been working on, which is the Nefesh. Oh, but the Puscifer thing, the whole reason I brought that up is that he's talking about Tit Mountain, like in the movie with the dude with the mashed potatoes. And in the movie, they go, da-na-na-na, the songs. I've watched the movie, but I was like 5 when I saw it, or 8, whatever. Uh, the song. Silly song, but the notes on the Puscifer album, I've been trying to figure out what tune that is. So, if anybody reads music, look at the first Puscifer album. V is, you know what V is for. Victus. The Puscifer name written in red, and it has little blocks on it, and then thin little lines. God damn, I wish I had my stuff. I think it's musical notes, and I would really love it if somebody could verify or tell me that I should lay a. I'm not sure, but the idea in the booklet was that there's no secrets here, right? So help